Rowdy is een stoere, lage motherfucker.
Oh, my maturity level sucks. So that's where I'm at. I'm home. I got 5 loads with this thing over there, so it's a start. I got a game plan figured out. It's got the ability, the chains are here in the little lock box thing. There's a couple of chains in there that you can hook between here and here, and you can pop this lever and it turns into a spread gate. And I am going to use that to my advantage tomorrow, now that I'm away from the building where there's a water spigot, and I can get the truck back on there and do that. I'm going to start trying to spread, and I'm going to actually start getting this thing loaded all the way up to the 5 tons I know it can do. Although 4.5, 5 tons, it's pushing it. That thing is heavy. Anyway, so I gotta crawl underneath this thing and check the rear end, because it's making a grinding noise when you take a corner. So I'm wondering if it's low on fluid. If I pop the dipstick open and it's low on fluid, I'm just gonna try and change it right here, right now. If it's not, and it's got fluid in it, that means I got a wheel bearing back here going out, probably. And I gotta look and see just what the fluid there looks like. So that's what I'm gonna do now. Check that out. See, I didn't even think about the noises coming from back here. I thought they were coming from up there, but they were not coming from up there. They were coming from back here. So when Jack had it yesterday, he didn't even look back here. He looked right up there. And of course, he's not going to find a problem up there if the problem's back here. So, whoop-de-frickin-do. It's for reasons such as this that you should always have large pieces of cardboard just laying around your house. Well, you got her fixed, but I tell you what, this exhaust is rotten. Rotten to the core. Okay, so it doesn't look like to me that I can see anyway. It does not look to me like it's got a leaking seal. So I just wonder what's in a wonder bar. Wonder what is in it. It smells okay. Now it's got fluid in it. But it's rather black. So it is really black. It is dark. So I wonder, now the question is, if that's the case, it could be a wheel bearing going to crap. If I had to guess what wheel bearing it would be, I'd say it'd be this one. Why? Because it does it worse when you're going to the right than to the left. And it's not the drive line, because they checked the drive line, and the drive line doesn't have any play in it. This sucker's got bone stock exhaust on it. we need to change that. Yeah, put a big old 4-inch on it. 4-inch with a 5-inch tip. That's what I'm thinking. All right, well, I'm gonna go get some brake clean. I don't think I got any. Or do I? I did, and I think I used it all up on the mower project, which I don't think you guys got to see. So I think we're gonna get some brake clean and maybe pop this pumpkin off. It won't take very long to change the fluid and clean that out. If we clean it out, then if I pop the pumpkin off and chunks fall out of it, then I know I'm taking Princess tomorrow. If I pop the pumpkin off and part pieces don't fall out of it, then I know I can take this, but I'm running reassured that I got the right fluid in it. What I'm wondering is, I think it might have a limited slip differential. I'm wondering if it got the limited slip stuff put in it. On top of, I'm wondering if it got the right oil put in it. I know some kids think, oh, I'll just throw anything in it. Anything is anything. These things really like to have synthetic oil ran through them. So that's what we're going to do. Holy crap, I got it on the first one. There's something wrong. Ooh. Ooh. Where's that other? I need, I'm pretty sure of it. If I jumped on YouTube's and looked up Jay Pater, I would more than likely see Mr. Anderson doing the same thing on his Dodge not very long ago. Wherever I put the thing. The big difference between Mr. Anderson and my video is he had one of them fancy tools. Just goes I like one of those tools. Maybe one of my awesome subscribers will send me one. Sorry, gas prices are too high. I can't go giving people gifts right now. I really should find something to put these in. I didn't get any silicone stuff either. So, God willing, I can get this uncovered fast, just in case I have to haul butt over to the Fruitland store to grab us some silicone. This freaking thing is so putsy backwards. All my crap is worn out, people. All my crap is worn out. Hey, one of these days I'll be able to get rich doing this and have a nice big shop, lots of tools. I had bicycle garage and just worked on rigs all the time. Had myself a steam engine. Okay, these have got silicone on them, which tells me that someone has been in this rear end. Probably not too terribly recently. Probably not too terribly recently somebody has been in this rear end, which says, if I were a dumb high schooler, because that's what the guy I got this from reminded me of, especially in his, hey man, I'll make it right, I'll give you a couple $1,000s back, because, the truck took crap on you instantaneously. You didn't even make it 15 miles, and the alternator went to complete and total freaking shit. He went from talking that, which I thought was, hey man, this guy might be a halfway decent stand-up guy, because that's definitely what I would have done. You buy a rig from me and it goes tits up before you even make it home, I'm giving you some money back. Well, I'm planning to make it right, man. This kid didn't do that. I guess it's one of the buyer beware type situations, but, anyway, I forgot where I was going with that. But I have a feeling that this stuff is going to be black. Like motor oil black is what I'm thinking. It's already starting to ooze out, which indicates to me that they didn't seal up. It's not sealed or silicone, which with only 240,000 miles on her, there's a pretty dang good chance I am the first person to do this. Let's just put it this way, it would not surprise me in the least if I was the first person to change oil in the rear end. A lot of people don't understand you're supposed to do that at least every 60,000 miles. Princess got hers done 2 years ago. I always look at it like a tetanus shot. If you can't remember the last time that you did it, you should probably do it. That brown truck over there, I bought it. The first thing that happened was I changed the transmission, transfer case, both front end and rear end, and the motor oil.
I changed everything. Because I don't like being broken down. And as black as this is, I am going to say it has probably not been done. There. That's what I have. You know, I need to use old Mr. Anderson. Sorry, Jeff. Every time I hear your last name, that's what I think of. But, use him as a role model and you'll get me one of those tools. I can get this done a heck of a lot quicker and not have to keep my that. I'm hoping that the grinding that I'm hearing is just because this oil is dead. I'm hoping that is the case. Hard to say, though. That might not be the case. It would be done. That's gasket, that's not silicone, so this is probably the first time this rear end has been cracked. If I had to guess, that is my story, and I'm sticking to it. Anybody wants to get me a half-inch, 3-inch drive Milwaukee impact, electric impact gun, that'd be pretty dang slick. You know. That's okay. I can go get my own sometime. I do want to get... Oh, this has got silicone on it, though. Maybe somebody has done it. He told me he got it from his father-in-law. Which, looking at the condition of the truck, I would say his father-in-law is probably a boomer. And like the boomer who raised me, believes in taking very good care of your equipment. Meaning that he probably did change this quite a bit. I don't know. It's hard to say. I do know that this tire I'm staring at looks very fragile, and I sure hope it doesn't explode while I'm out here, because that would kind of suck. I'd say it has... It's been silicone. It's got silicone all over it, so... I'm probably going to have to go get some silicone in it. It's been silicone. That means it does not have the gasket. Which means I am going to need silicone in order to put it back together. That is what it means. Now, the $65 million question is... So, I was watching this pretty cool dude named Jay Pater work on his Super Dodge here not too long ago, and he told me a pretty neat trick. If this thing's going to come flying off of here like a bat out of hell, when I get the roof on it, I'll leave a couple of these bolts in just a little ways to catch that son of a gun. Hey, screwdriver, you want to do the job of a pry bar? Please? Ooh. Bit myself behind my ear. That is me. And use this little guy and save the night.
Big guy. Just in case purposes. There she goes. It doesn't look too bad. It is really black though. Ooh. It is really black. Not black, but it's kind of, honestly, not the color it probably should be. Okay, let's pop this here cover off and see what the rear end looks like. Okay, so it does have posi track. This summer's hot. The oil is hotter than hell because it's been going down the road all day. The good news is I don't feel any foreign contaminant that would be indicative of it coming apart. Wish I had a jack so I could jack it up a little bit, let it sit here on a jack just far enough off the ground to rack that rear end back and forth a couple times and see if it makes any noises. There's no pieces of metal. I mean, there's a little bit of stuff on the magnet, but it's not like loaded. It's probably pretty close to just wear and tear. I mean, that's it on the magnet. So I'd say the rear end's in pretty good shape. I just wonder if it didn't have A, the right fluid in it, or B, the fluid was getting old. If that's the case and it's still doing it, then I know exactly what it is. It's a wheel bearing. Which means we won't be fixing that today. You'll be going over to a guy named Jack Marty, and he'll be doing it. Oh, what the hell they use, but there's some rank stuff here. This is the part I hate. The people go overkill on silicone. If you look at this, I don't know how well you can see it from where you're at, that this whole entire thing is nothing but silicone all the way around. You don't need to do that. The only place you really need to get silicone, you just need to get silicone right along the edge. Just an itty bitty tiny little bead. That's all you need. You don't need to go slapping it all in there, because now look at it. It's actually inside the rear end, which that is labeled foreign contaminant. You guys ever seen Wall-E? There's that little cleaning robot that goes around going foreign contaminant. That's what I'm getting at when I say foreign contaminant. Foreign contaminant. So, alright, well, I'm going to go wash my hands off real quick, run back to the store real fast, and grab us a thing of silicone before they close. That's too black. I don't even think it's the right oil. It's hard to tell. Have to taste it. Yep. Let's let that kind of sit there and aerate a little bit. See if a bug can't. There's no chunks of gears or anything loose that would indicate that the rear end is what is making the noise. So I am going to write it off that the rear end is fine. And if the noise continues, it's a wheel bearing. That is my non-expert opinion. What do you think, Jay Paydirt? So this is what I'm talking about on the magnet. It's like next to nothing. There's really nothing to get concerned of on at all as far as that's concerned. I'm gonna clean it up real quick. I got a razor knife and clean this abhorrent amount of silicone off of it, and then clean up the face on the differential itself. And then what I'm gonna do is I got my own Permatex Black. And what I'll do is, see a little bit better. I'll come in and go along the edge right here on the inside of the bolt holes. And that's where I'm going to form my, if you do that, it creates a seal on the oil side of the bolt holes. So you don't have to really worry about it too terribly much. It'll create a seal before it can even get to anywhere where it might leak. And that's what these guys didn't do. They just shellacked this whole entire thing and then slammed it on there and said, okay, it's good. Hopefully they gave it some time to dry before they put oil in it. Otherwise, imagine if that silicone got mixed in with the churning of the gears and became foreign contaminant in a real bad way. Anywho, now, just grab this guy, Yeah. Use a copious amount of cleaning agent. I go through a lot of brake cleaning when I do a job like this. Randy's gonna watch this and be like, "Don't wash your hands and brake clean." Don't wipe your hands off on your pants. Yeah. Too late. They're country boy pants now. Okay. Crawl back underneath there. Do the same down there. Only I gotta take a razor knife and scrape that one off. Okay. Copious amounts of cleaning agent. Woo-hoo! Getting high as a kite. There are freaking pink elephants floating around my head. Okay. Now, what I'm gonna do, let's see if I can't ruin my razor knife here. Oh God. Scrape some of this crap here off in the most important areas. Make sure none of it goes inside the pumpkin. Like that piece just about did. Yeah, there's just a bunch. I'm watching the brake clean run out, and there is just a terrible amount of just black matter. I don't even know what to call it. It's just black matter. My stomach's saying it's probably pretty close to dinner time. I'll find some rags here and okay. Tool cleaning. Avon calling. Okay, so I'll find a couple of rags to stuff in there and absorb that foreign contaminant. Oh God, if you were to ask me 10 years ago, this is where I saw myself in 10 years, I'd say no. People always say, do what brings you joy. Well, I do what brings me joy. But you know what? The things that bring me joy are just so dang hard to do anymore. I like building roads. I like doing the dirt work. What we're doing right now, I do kind of enjoy. On the farm project, I like doing stuff around farms. I like doing agricultural type of things because I really didn't get to do too terribly much of it when I was a kid. I really wanted to be in 4-H, but I was never allowed to be in 4-H. I was always told, well, if I would have known, that was pretty dang evident. But I did go and spend dang near all my time on the railroad. I don't think there was very many people that can say they grew up on steam locomotives, but I did. I had somebody comment or send me a private message or something somewhere on one of the videos I uploaded about asking about, what do you mean by railroad? What do you do for the railroad? That seems like a pretty cool gig. Why'd you quit? Well, I think that could be a video all in itself. I used to work on and rebuild 1920s and 30s logging steam locomotives. I got some videos of it stored away. So if you'd like to see those, hit the like button and comment down below if you want to see it. Alrighty. I am not seeing anything that just jumps out. Okay, now I'm gonna Gooma Pucky this thing up here real quick.
The gloves, brake clean, and towels. I go through a lot of those. But I want to make sure what I am doing is surgically clean. So now, I'm gonna whack them that chunk of the tip off. And it's gone. And then make myself a gasket here. Remember, always puncture. Penetrate. Penetration is key. Okay, like I said, I'm just going to go around. Maybe I should have made a bigger hole. Haha! Big enough now. Maybe? Yeah, there we go. It's too dang small. Like I said, I'm just going to go right along the surface where I've seen that it does. Yeah, go around there. All you gotta do is just make one little bead. It doesn't need to be anything wild and crazy, just one bead. So I don't understand why people put this huge gob. The whole mating surface, they'll just put it all together into one great big, goopy, nasty deal, man. It's just like, why are you doing that? For one, you're wasting material. For two, it don't need very much. I'm almost gonna burn up the entire tube. Okay. That is that. I will sacrifice that to the trash gods. Put that on there for later. Go back underneath there and see if I can't remember how this goes on.
That's horse dookie. Okay. I can put my finger in there and get the oil right on the tip. So I think we're good. I will definitely stop tomorrow and pick up another couple of quarts. And before I go anywhere, I'm going to make sure I read that right, that it takes 4 quarts. It said 8 pints. There's 2 pints to a quart, right? Anyway. Okay. Get all this BS out from underneath here, and we'll take her for a test drive. Oh. Does this thing flip over automatically? Nope, you guys are probably upset. Okay, go for a test drive real quick, and we'll see if that solved the problem. If not, then I guess, I don't know, maybe we'll drive her all day tomorrow. It's going to be a hard day on it tomorrow. Drive her all day tomorrow and see if that slowly goes away. Maybe it just needs to work some oil in. But I don't know. I'll have to check it out. Anyway, take her for a test drive real quick, see what happens. Yes. I'd say Rowdy wins, but then it would sound like I'm ripping off Jay Paydirt. So what I will say is...
Rodi è un motafaka basso e tosto.
Anyway. That's enough of that. Improve your maturity level, damn it. So that seems to have cured that, though there is still some growling going on that I would say is a wheel bearing or something of that nature somewhere that's not happy. As far as the grinding when it turns, I guess when you have oil in your rear end, that works. Anyway, we're going to get up and get going on it early tomorrow and haul some more rock. All in all, she's shaping up to be a halfway decent pickup. I'm feeling that here pretty soon I will have the confidence to turn that into the weekend warrior grocery getter. I got to get the fuel tank out of the back of it, but as you can see, there's nothing here to lift that heavy fuel tank out, so I do need to get some fuel in the tractor though. And more than likely when the track steer gets back, I might have to fill it up. So that'll, probably not, they'll bring it back to me full. But there's a couple options there. So if not, I'll just make a big bonfire somewhere with it. Anyway, like and subscribe, all that. I'll see you guys later.